Hell no. I don't know what it is. I just gotta hit record and the Holy Spirit comes out and says, "Let's do it." Maybe I should wait for a couple people if I'm gonna start asking for donations for AD. I think this is an important lesson for all of us. We could all learn from AD and his humanity. See what he ends up with. I don't think he likes it. I don't think he'd like it, but hey, maybe he would, and maybe he could become a star off of it. Who knows? I've got a great idea for AD though. He's always looking to help humanity. um, what else do we got going on? This is just what I think. I think if we're victims, we don't get to go to heaven. You know what I mean? No man can defile you. That's what the Bible says, I think. And if you let somebody defile you, then you're only defiling yourself. You have to be strong and firm and stand up to your oppressor and say, no, no, that's just not it. Oh, we got AD. We got AD. We got AD. I got this perfect plan, bud. Teach teach many lessons all around the world. I think you could, bud. What do you think of an exchange program? We could have you and your family trade spots with the Palestinian family. What do you think? Just so we can learn from one another and you guys can, and you and your family can talk to all those Palestine people while you're in the middle. Like you guys should be able to change spots. We shouldn't have a problem. Minnesota is defiant against the country and wants immigrants, so we shouldn't have a problem there, right? Maybe we could start off with you could well, the rougher you start, the more views you could get. You know what I mean? We'll make sure you're loaded with a phone, AD, so you can send information all around the world on what you're thinking. But we could maybe maybe one of those families that's going to reunite. I don't know. Have they given up those 600 people yet? I haven't looked yet. You know, maybe when they do a reunion, maybe that family could come to Minnesota for a bit and you guys could trade spots, like trading spaces, places. You know what I mean? Like that movie. You just they come live your life, you go live theirs, and you can report back to people. Hey, Trump Gaza is going to be great. It's going to be fabulous. I think it's great for you though, AD. You know what I mean? You're battle tested. You know what I mean? You know what to do on a fucking war field, right? Oh, I bet you're good because it's an art, buddy. It's it's an art. It's a lost art, and I didn't realize people didn't have it. I didn't know I was special. You know what I mean? It's putting yourself in someone else's shoes, AD. It's almost imperative that you have it if you're gonna be empathic, you know what I mean? You gotta try and figure out what the other person's feeling, and I don't know, I can't get into your brain, but, like, "Hey, I don't think you're doing good." No. Think about what hell might be. Hey, you're the one that believes in it. I'm not so sure about it, you know what I mean? I want the best for everybody, but I also want them to karma's gotta come into effect somewhere, right, AD? Is it an eternity of bullshit? I don't know, dude, but I hope she comes in. You know what I mean? A lot of ignorance out in the world, and I don't know. Do you think God gives free passes? Do you think if your leader is conquering other countries and you follow that leader, does that get you into heaven, bro? I start digging yourself out of hell because I think that's where you're headed. Only because you believe there's hell, and well, in order to believe in God, it's going to be a loving and just God, right? And you got to go through the truth. You picked up on that where I say the truth is probably really important, and that's Jesus, bud. And would Jesus agree with what's going on? Huh? Would he agree that you guys made a deal, no strings attached, made it look to another country like you wanted to protect them, and then another guy comes in? I'm telling you, it's all dirty, buddy. He came out and told you guys that Zelensky's dictating. He came right out and said it, and I just watched a video right now where he didn't. They asked the question. Are you and the UK Prime Minister gonna be able to get along? Because he believes that Putin's the dictator and you believe Zelensky's the dictator. He didn't answer the question. He gave it the big hop around and said those 2 gotta deal with their stuff. But we're gonna get our stuff. You know what I mean? We're good. Probably because he has to leverage on Zelensky, and then instead of fucking letting Zelensky face the problems that he should be in, part of the deal, whatever gets you the mostest with the hostess, eh? AAD? Trump made a deal for mineral. Yeah, that's winning, bud. Keep stealing from people and thinking that's a good thing. That's the godly thing to do, bud. You know what I mean? Profit off of people suffering, right? Donald Trump can say he cares about those fucking people, but he fucking don't. He'll let her keep riding until he fucking gets you guys what you want. What do you really get out of it, AD? Huh? What do you really get out of it? Huh? You are turn off the news and build a garden. Fuck you, Shoddy. Face your reality, you dumb fuck. You know what I mean? Don't be scared anymore. Where's your boo-boo, Shoddy? We can talk about it. What's gonna make you a man, buddy? Huh? What's gonna turn you off of protecting pedos? Huh? How do we gotta get you thinking right? You know what I mean? How do we get the right side of your brain to open? Huh? Huh? How do we do that, Shoddy? You like, oh, Carl, no, eh? How can I strike a nerve with you? Because, well, telling you the truth doesn't affect anything. You know what I mean? You just, you're crazy, Carl. Right? So we won't tell you where, but you're the problem in the world. But no, Shoddy, no, you and AD are the problems in the world. You know what I mean? You just don't know how to be men. You don't know what's right. You don't know that you should be living in not the fantasy. Should be trying to figure out what your reality is. And once you figure out the reality, you probably want better for the children. You know what I mean? But hey, we all want to be stuck in the past. We want to be slaves or we want to be oppressed, or we want to hate ourselves for being the oppressor. Meanwhile, none of this shit even happened to us. We're dwelling in someone else's past, and well, we won't learn from their past and build a fucking future for our children. We'll just lie in our stupidity. Hey, D, you know what I mean? Those black people who still say complain about being slaves and they want to be paid for it. That's a big joke to me, dude. You know what I mean? It's fucking, and know what's even a bigger joke is those white people who hate themselves and think that they deserve it. Hey, I don't know. I've never in my lifetime ever come across anybody who owned another person. I know a lot of people who Satan owns their fucking brain, but you know what I mean? They've been manipulated to be owned, but you're all slaves. White, black, red, yellow, purple, fucking brown, all of yous. You're all slaves. You're all slaves to the mind of Satan. What in the heavens is going on here? Well, I'm trying to help people get to heaven, and they won't let me know where I'm wrong. Is the truth the way to heaven? Is knowing your reality fucking an important thing? And then once you know your reality, is standing up for the right things the right thing to do. But hey, not think that you know everything. You ask people, hey, where am I wrong? And nobody tells you where you're wrong. Like I was just talking about, oh, Trump avoiding the question about Zelensky being a dictator because he can work it into how it gets him further ahead rather than, well, he said it. He thinks Zelensky's a dictator, and I agree with him. It's been that way for a while. They had some problems in the Orthodox churches down there, and Mike Pence didn't even want to question it. Not fucking simple, like nothing. These are your guys' leaders, leaders of fucking stupidity. That's the greatest joke that Trump says about Canada. We pay for their protection. From what, you fucking idiot? We don't want your fucking non-intelligent fucking agencies to fuck with our shit. Hey, you guys just had the fucking, they're talking about the Epstein files finally coming out. Like, fucking come on, give your guys fucking heads a shake. Like, how long ago should that have came out? How is was that not a concern of fucking many communities? You know what I mean? Who are these rich pricks who are participating in fucking island boy shit? But nobody cared. Nobody even fucking gets it that Dick Durbin gets asked straight out, hey, can we get the fucking flight log list? At least can we get that? If we can't get the other shit from fucking our intelligence agencies, can you get that for us, Dick? Oh. Then he gets asked questions like, I don't even really know anything about Epstein, but I'm still not getting you those flight logs. We can't figure out that old Dick's fucking dirtier than a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like they're all working for somebody. They're all sucking the dick of some devil. Old Dick Durbin. I feel sorry for his soul and his brain in the upcoming awakening. It's not going to do well because he knows why he didn't want that list out, whether somebody made him not put it out or whatever. Anyways, his silence is his defiance. You know what I mean? Only you can defile yourself. No man can defile you. Like I said, hey, love stain. Would you like me to all this negativity is a bust? No. Reality. No, but you don't understand. I'm positive we could change this if you guys just woke up to your fucking reality. You know what I mean? I'm much stronger than you are, bud. I have some intestinal fortitude. You know what I mean? I see differently than you do, Shoddy. I see what this world could be, and you fucking don't. You like the shithole that it is. Because you're weak, and you'd rather let pedophiles run the world. You don't care. You know, nothing Shoddy can do. He wants to swim in his happiness. No negativity. I don't want to face my problems. I'm Shoddy McLovestein. Come on, Shoddy. Shoddy. Find your balls, buddy. What if there is a heaven? A little hard work. Wouldn't it be worth it? All you gotta do is chase the truth, brother. You know what I mean? But that's on you. You know what I mean? Welcome to the Great Awakening, Shotty. Welcome to the Great Awakening. I've been saying that for a long time, but I think something's gonna happen. You know what I mean? I ran. From Gaza. Did you watch that video, Shotty? Like, did it not want to make you throw up in your mouth? I love when you say what to heaven and you are not sure. Hey, bud, how do we know? Like, I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure there's a God. Okay, but hey, you know what I mean? I well, can you blame a fella for not know? Like, hey, the Bible says there's hell. The Pope I've seen on the JREs trying to say there's no hell. Like, who do I believe, buddy? Hey, well, we don't know everything. I could be communicating with my own fucking brain, you twitwad. You know what I mean? Thinking it's God. You know what I mean? But I know that Jesus lives inside of me. You know what I mean? It's like work for the one you think is real. You know what I mean, AD? There's a chance I die and I become nothing. There's a chance I die and I'm doing the wrong things and I put myself in hell. But I work desperately to make sure that that's not the case, because I think living here on this earth, she's hell, buddy. Got a lot of thick motherfuckers like you who just, I don't know what's going on in your brains. Get control of them, dude. Fuck. I gotta look into this harp thing. I looked into it one time. I watched a doc, but the memory recall on it's not real good. I should probably take another look at it. I think it's something to do with frequencies and shit like that. It might be fucking with your brain. Hey, the American government would never do things to fuck with people's brains, would they, AD? You have the utmost confidence in that because, well, hey, they didn't do the MK Ultra thing, did they? Your country's just a bowl full of fucking stupidity, eh? Hey, let's play games with our citizens. Let's just fuck them up and see what we can make them do. You know what I mean? They say old Charlie was part of it, bud. Eh? What if some of the things that he was saying were true, eh? But will we ever know, AD? Would you ever step up and want to be a man and find out what your country's all about? Because you got to admit, you got to know the big Z is not good. Carl tosses men's salad at the local hockey rink. Well, if that is you indeed, Ruski, welcome to the show, dipshit. Hey, I'm the Mashiach, bud. I've been sent by God. I don't know if there's a punishment for being a real fucking dork to me or not, but hey, I wouldn't fuck with somebody that came from God. You know what I mean? It just wouldn't be smart. I'd listen to them and show them at least where they're wrong. So I know in my heart that they're not a person of God. You know what I mean? Ruh, ruh, ruh. Hey, Risky, you're gonna have some nightmares out of you, bud, just because of that stupid comment. Really? Was it worth it? Hey, what is it, Ruski, right now, bud? What is it you didn't like that I was saying, right? Where do you think I'm throwing fibs around? Hey, Stardust, you don't get it, do you? I'm sure there's a God. That's why I work real hard for him. But I might. There's a minute chance I think in my head. But just because I think something, I think God is real, doesn't make it real. But common sense tells me that he's real. Do you get that? Common fucking sense tells me that we came from something and everything that's happened to me has been for a reason so I can learn. I communicate with God. It's not the way other people do. It's really fucking weird. He says weird shit to me. You know what I mean? But it always makes sense to me. Do you know what I mean? And if God wasn't real, maybe I'm not reading the universe, but I'm pretty sure that I'm reading the universe. You know what I mean? But we don't understand what that means because when we see something from the universe, we want to think that it's a good thing and we got to hold on to it. But sometimes the universe is trying to tell us that it's not good. You know what I mean? You gotta open your brain and fucking figure it out for yourselves. But I act like I don't have no doubts about God because I don't. But I don't care. There's nothing I can do if I become nothingness, but there's everything I can do right now to be with God. Could you imagine being with God and the whatever created this? Like, hey, I don't know. I'm the Mashiach, but I didn't come with all the answers there, Stardust. The Messiah is here to tell you that you're the Messiah. You got to wake the fuck up and you got to want it. Do you want God? It's through the truth. It's what the natives were teaching, the Buddhists were teaching. I haven't looked into too much other stuff. It's what Jesus told us. You know what I mean? Jesus was supposed to be the uniter to bring us all together. He was the character we were to follow, not the name. Too many people use that name Jesus and they disgrace it. But then again, that was never his name. You know what I mean? But it's the character, AD, and you don't get that. You still think I'm a demon. What do I do that shows my demons? Other than pointing yours out, you little narcissist. Uh, you're scared and weak, bud. You know your government didn't care about you. Throw you into a war where you could have killed other people over a lie. A lie, dude. A lie. And you accept the lie over and over and over again. And you want to be a hero for the lie. You'd be a hero if you accepted, like, acknowledged the lie and brought the truth forward. You know what I mean? So others knew. You know what I mean, AD? That's how you spread Jesus, bud, by spreading the truth. You are corrupt to the core. Okay. Well, show me where, bud. Arrogant as well. Where? Just because you don't like what I'm saying, bro. Because it's true. Show me where I'm wrong. You're insecure, and it would break your little heart to find out you're not who you think you are. Hey, keep your ego, bud. It's on you. You're the one that believes in hell. And you can eat it if you want, but hey, I'd work for it. I'd work to not go there, but hey, if that's something you're interested in, AD, you lay in your stupidity. If you don't want to acknowledge things, you don't want to find out who you are. You know what I mean? You don't want to be like Jesus. Another one bites the dust, and another one's gone, and another one's gone, and another one bites dust. Oh, we're gonna catch it. Another one bites the dust. My hound dog licks his lips like that. I know I don't understand why I do it, but fuck yeah, I don't care. You want to bug me about something that's true? Oh, you do hurt my feelings. Fucking lick my lips more. I don't care. You think I care about what somebody who's trolling Jesus is thinking? No, 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 no. You fuck with one Jesus, you fuck with them all. You know what I mean? Trolling. You're gonna destination AD, destination AD. There is a hell, AD. Well, get yourself out of it. I'm trying to get myself out of it. You know what I mean? I think this might be hell, where souls come to grow so they can come back home. Maybe that's the key, but maybe there's a time limit, bud. You know what I mean? Maybe the end of time's coming, or do you want to follow the Bible? Do you want to be deceived by the Antichrist? Who's being Caesar right now, bud? Who's Caesar? Who's gathering up for Rome? Oh, you little Roman UAD. Oh, and Dame Upchurch, he's so proud of being a Roman too, eh? What do you think about Caesar conquering for you, eh? What denomination of the Bible do you read? I read probably the shittiest one you can get. The King Jamesers. You know what I mean? I don't trust King James. I don't. I don't. He wasn't a nice man. And the other books that he brought forward too, it just makes me wonder. And were those witch burnings really witch burnings? Or were there people that just didn't like what he did to the bye-bye and they weren't willing to take on his version? You gotta ask, I don't know, maybe they were witches. Maybe King James is a Christian hero, but I just I don't know though. You know what I mean? Maybe what I'm seeing and what I've read and stuff like that. Maybe you did go to heaven, but what I read and stuff like that, I wouldn't put a lot of hope in it. But then hey, I saw today, Stardust. I saved the video so I can make a shorty for it, but your El Presidente there, he loves the king. Oh, the king's such a good guy. The king, he's a good dude. What about his brother Andy? What do you think of him? What do you think of the godfather of the king's children? And do good men hang around with convicted herders of children, like lots of them? Was the king like a friend of, well, I know Justin Trudeau. I think he was a friend of Peter Nygaard's, you know what I mean? But hey, but then again, does anybody even care about people that hurt children anymore? Like, there's so many people who just take a buyout and just let these fucking people just fucking walk the streets. You know what I mean? Hockey Canada, so the taxpayers here in Canada, they paid a bunch of people some money, so they stayed quiet instead of protecting their fucking communities. Weird, eh? And those people who took the money think they get heaven? I don't think so, man. I you know what I mean? Do you think so? Do you think, well, because they're victims, right? They deserve the money, right? Do you really think that that's the way God sees it? Or do you think he sees it as, well, your silence, you're just as guilty? You know what I mean? But that's the way I see things. I see that we have to release trauma. We have to give it to the people that actually deserve it. So if you're laying in victimhood and you're not handing your trauma over to who it belongs to, you're in big trouble. It's like I'm watching right here this Pam Bondi because it's taken forever for this out. Now they're talking about the victims, and we gotta. Why can't the victims decide? What if people could actually put a face to what these fucking shitheads did to fucking people? We could get their stories, but they want to hide them in the shadows, make them feel like victims, and I don't think that's the way she works. Do you think, Stardust? Do you think sitting in silence, or do you think standing proud against somebody who thinks that they defiled you and you stand up and you say, "No, sir, you did not defile me. But the trauma that you did give me, I'd like you to take it back and you can own it. And I want everybody to know it. That way you can humble yourself and you can fix yourself because I forgive you, but I don't want you anywhere near me. And I wish you the best and I hope we see you in heaven. But as for that, bon voyage, motherfucker. Hey, Carl is Satan. Well, Tyler, if I'm the Mashiach and you're saying shit like that, that's not going to be good for your brain, eh? You might want to start thinking about what you're typing. Make sure you can tell me what's wrong with me before you start fucking saying shit like that, bud. What makes me Satan? Because I'll tell you what makes you stupid. I tell you over and over and over again, you just fail to listen. But yet you won't tell me where I'm wrong. It's a funny situation we're in, Tyler. You're going to be fighting your own brain, brother, because you decided to be stupid. Is it going to be worth it? Bud, you're going to be dream policing it 24/7. You're not even going to be able to understand what you fucking did. You're going to be like Bill Gates, just fucking running around in your head going, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. If I only knew, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And I've tried to warn you, Tyler. That's the thing. How you treat your family is where you're wrong. How do I treat my family, Tyler? How do I treat my family? Do you know? Tell me, how do I treat my family, bud? Or you wanna talk about the thing that I said to my son, which I've went over a million times? Dude, you can think whatever you want, doesn't make it true. I know what the truth is because I got receipts to back it up, brother. Yeah, your wife let us know how you treat them. Oh, did she now? Did she? Did you pay attention at all, Tyler? Huh? Do you pay attention? No, you don't listen. You got hate in your heart, and that's all you want. Hey, what if I told you a story where it didn't paint her as a very nice person? You know what I mean? Like hardcore bad, but yeah, nice at the same time, brother. You know what I mean? Little Trumpy. Hey, little Trumpy. But hey, here's the deal, bud. When you get real good at it, you learn how to play the game, and you can ask her if everything's terrible all the time. You know what I mean? I know how to flick all the switches, bud. I'm from God. I came here to learn. You know what I mean? Some human behavior. Yeah. See, so what do I do to my kids, bud? Do you think it's right that my child is not a child, 21 years old, or going to be 21, steals everything I've ever owned, is disrespectful, doesn't pay anything to live here, bud. He has a job, hey? I could tell you some stories there, Tyler. You can let me know if I'm treating him bad. Because if I had my way, bro, he'd be right the fuck out of the house. No doubt about it. You can call me a bad dad or whatever, but you don't let people disrespect you like that. You know what I mean? Especially when you pay for them and provide for them and you have your whole fucking life. But he was created that way. Bad programming, but you know what I mean? We all can be reprogrammed there, fucking Tyler, but we got to do it ourselves. You got to find your own brain there, brother. And while you can't sit in ignorance like you want to, you want to keep fucking bad parenting, AD, I think pedophiles. Look at you, Mr. Minnesota. Ah, boy, oh boy, AD. I don't even know what to say to you, bud. You're a bad parent. Like, just twisted in the brain. You wouldn't fucking you wanna call yourself a hero. You are such a fucking coward, dude. Fuck. You're kind of a joke, actually. You're gonna be one of the world's jokes. Hey, look at AD. He thought he could fly. Turns out he's just a turd, and now everybody can see it. You know what I mean? What do you do when you don't have a bunch of narcs flocking to your channel wanting to feel better over somebody else, huh? I know when you do real content, you don't really get any action, do you, brother? I've noticed that. Blame your son for being a bad dad. Um, no, the problem is I didn't discipline my children. That's the fucking problem, bro. That was my problem. I didn't teach them that, you know, their bad behavior they would be responsible for. You know what I mean? I was outvoted. I made some mistakes in the past, AD. I let some shit happen that I didn't want to happen, but for the sake and sanctity of my marriage and my family, I just fucking let her happen. But hey, they're adults now. What can I do, right? Especially if I don't have a say in my own house. You know what I mean? Hey, how would you feel? Uh, AD, we'd have to do that. Hey, why don't you put yourself in someone else's shoes? You know what I mean? Hey, AD, how would you feel about this if this was your kid? Like, I'm not kidding. I could fucking get a witness to fucking, I don't know if you'd want to be on video or not, but I could definitely get him audio of witnesses of like, because my son's attacked him as well. Like, my son's attacked me, and there's nothing I can do because, well, they fucking lie all the time. And I'm a 5-time loser for violence and suicide without an incident. You know what I mean, AD? So I know that that's scribbled out there, and I gotta worry that, hey, just a simple lie could just fucking get me thrown back in the hospital, and then there would be an incident of violence that never happened. You know what I mean? So it's all sorts of fun. Can you imagine being attacked by your son, and you're like, I don't even know what the fuck I can do here. Hey, it's a good time, AD. It's a good time, but I did all this for you, AD. So I could be your Mashiach buddy. You know what I mean? Come and tell you, you can be a Messiah too, but you gotta get some balls, brother. You gotta lose that ignorance, and well, I don't know. I would think that something like hell would scare a man like you, but hey, if that's what you're interested in and you got no interest in the truth, hey, bud, wish you luck. It, It's not what I think, it's what you think, right? It's what you believe. That's what's gonna happen, right? So don't take on what I think. I'm just letting you know that I'm scared for you. Like, really fucking scared. Like, but hey, you think you're good. You've lived in the dream, brother. What's with your buddy Cashville? He won't engage with me. Scared little bitch. He loves himself some Marty, though. He's obsessed with little Marmar, right? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The many faces of Johnny Cashville. Hey, AD, you've had your fills with Cashville, hey? Hey, the many faces in the many places on Facebook. There's Johnny Cashvilles everywhere on fucking Facebook. I remember that when I looked them up on Facebook. I tried messaging him, and there was like a Johnny Cash, and there were all his face too. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Why does this dude need Johnny Cat? But then again, maybe they were just fake accounts or something. They weren't his, but I did get his. Sent him a message. He ignored it. But when he went strumming through to give me a call, oh, hey, AD, this is the thing. I love narcissists. I love pointing it out. That phone call will be a thing of beauty to go over, right? Just threatening to fucking pound me and fucking beat me up, and then he's gonna sue me. I'm gonna sue you. I got money and I'll destroy your fucking life. And then when I laughed at him, just like that, hey, dude, everything I got, I asked you questions. That's the thing, AD. Everything I heard about him, I asked him on my YouTube channel, and I told him where I got it from, and he wouldn't fucking answer me, hey, dude. And I said, "How are you gonna sue me for that? You're gonna sue me. You have to sue the people who actually said it. You know what I mean? I don't want to spread lies." But anyways, yeah. And then he wanted to be best friends, and it was all sorts of, you know what I mean? The progression of trying to control a situation that, well, somebody's just not letting you fucking control. It's great. All the personalities come out. You need a man of God. Hey, AD, what you gonna do, bud, when your own stupidity comes down on you? I hope you take her like a trooper, bud. But I don't know if you have the capabilities or not. Gotta go, Toodles, Carl. Have a good day. You too, Stardust. You have the best day ever, actually. I do hope that for everybody. Have the best day ever. But just doing the truth. Your best days will come ahead if you're in the truth. She might be a fight for a while. I would hope it wouldn't take you 5 years. As for me, but hey, may the truth rule the world one day. Hey, AAD. Can you imagine God picked me and he didn't pick you and you think you're so much better than me, eh, bud? God picked me. Na, 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 na. I'm just kidding, AD. He picked you too, but you gotta pick him back. And you don't want to. So I'm gonna make fun of you for being stupid. Why would you want to be with Satan, AD? Na, 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 na. You're a dummy. You want Satan. Don't get away from him, AD. Take Jesus in, bud. Seek God. And know that there's no hell for AD. You don't want that. And it's not that hard, bud. It's not like it's a hard ask. Like if you go over the Ten Commandments, brother, does it seem like let's not even take the Ten Commandments, the seven from the natives. Does that seem like a hard ask? Hey, this will give you like an eternity. Just gotta follow these simple little rules. You ever looked into those rules, brother? Shouldn't be that hard. It's like living the truth. Don't lie. You know what I mean? Because we all lie. You know, we lie about things that we don't even know we're lying about. You know what I mean? We're repeating someone else's lie that we trust isn't a lie, but then again, a lot of people lie to make people feel better. You know what I mean? I just want to make them feel better, and well, then you're leaving or living in a fucking delusion, right, dude? Why would you do that? We need to start being more truthful. That way we can find out who we are, AD. You need to find out who the real AD is. Who's the authentic AD? Eh? What is the real AD all about? I'll tell you what, he's not a soldier. No, he's not a soldier of the US military. One day we want him a soldier of God. You know what I mean? Full of righteousness and fighting for the right things, AAD. You'll know enough when you see another country try and conquer a country that didn't even go to war with that country, but paid to have that country destroyed. You'll stand up and you'll say, "Hey, I don't think this is right. Do you know how many children died for this? No, 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 we can't do this. This is ignorant. This ain't right." What do you think, Trolling for Jesus? What is it you don't like that I say? If you're faking crazy, get out of work. It's a scam because you're lazy. An accident is an excuse. No, dude, I tell you that I do have some serious problems. I have some serious PTSD. That is what I believe, dude. And I have to, well, I'm going to dump my trauma, AD. I'm going to get to prove that my workplace is not a good place. I don't think it is. How do you not give someone an investigation? You know what I mean? How can someone fix a problem if they don't know where the problem was? How could you not sit down with that person and try and figure things out? But hey, but then you get the letters saying, hey, you can't talk to anybody from work because they're not talking to you. Yeah. Why would you wanna hide what happened? Like, it's really sad, Edie, you know what I mean? But I'm supposed to buy on that somehow I'm the problem there, eh, bud? Hey? LOL, eh, sweetie? Hello, hell. That'll be your calling. Because 'cause you're just dumb, Edie. I can't even fathom the dumbness that must go through your brain. Does your wife know you're fucking leading them to hell? You know what I mean? Hey, you can't hold on to dipshits. That's why God says, um, husbands will be against wives and all this other stuff. Some are just going to pick God, and some will pick stupidity. I hope for your family's sake, they pick God and not your fucking stupidity, dude. Don't stand by a loser because they're only going to bring you down. And I hate to try and break up families, AD, but it's time to be with God. If it was time to be with God, I think people would do that. Do you think they would put God first? But then again, there's a lot of good families that can work a whole lot better in God together. You know what I mean? They all want to get with God, but there will be some full of ignorance and stupidity and will not want to succumb to who they are. They will keep things secret and hidden and think that they're still going to be all right because they're tricking the outside that they're with God. Now, once you're with God, you start seeing the lies, AD. Things become clearer and clearer when people talk to you. You know what I mean, dude? Here's the deal before I go, AD. Your little buddy, Ryan Upchurch, who seems to be your buddy now, a true man of God, has the truth and is never scared to face someone else's truth if they think they have the truth. So therefore, if Reinhardt's church was actually a man of God or a man of himself, perhaps even someone who is willing to stand up for his own bullshit, he would debate a Cal and make him look like the clown that, well, Upchurch says he is, but Upchurch won't, will he, bud? No. He'll give you some lame excuse. I'm not giving Adam the satisfaction instead of fucking just ending her. But he's chosen, you said, LOL. Yes, I was wrong, AD. I'm not perfect, buddy. I was once stupid just like you. That's why I'm sympathetic, but I didn't have someone fucking point the obvious out to me. You know what I mean, dude? I had to look for it myself. And when you're fucking ignorant to the obvious, you got some fucking real mental fucking malfunctions going on, dude. You know what I mean? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out, hey, if you're down with planting your flag on Gaza, you're against God. You know what I mean? Satan is your leader. So yeah, and AD, I showed you the videos where he says he's chosen. He's the liar, dude, not me. I just fell for it. You know what I mean? Because he said everybody was after him or everybody was trying to fuck him. I thought the same shit was happening to me. You know what I mean? I to have someone to talk to who was understanding. You know what I mean? They were saying they were chosen. I knew I was chosen, and I bought onto a lie, dude. Fuck, I know. And hey, that's the thing that I can show you, AD. I held on to that way too long, dude. Wait, don't hold on to things too long. If you start to seeing things, ask the questions then. You know what I mean? Don't sit around and wait. Get your answers right away, dude. That way you don't have regret. Hey, what do you think about that exchange program, AD? You into that, buddy? You want to exchange your family for one in Palestine? Can tell everybody in Palestine how great Gaza's gonna be, huh? You run around and see what they all have to do, and you can report back on your social medias. You'll be a star, dude. Is this something you want us to grab donations for, or you just gonna be the humanitarian and then you just gonna flip the bill? Hey, big baller. Huh? What do you think? Come on. Hey, my family didn't attack a piece of parade and attack hostages. Well, I'm not saying the other side's right either, buddy. No, 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 no. You don't get it, do you, dude? No, I think death on both sides is bad, but if they're trying to eliminate the evil, why are they taking their land? and no comprende make sense, eh? You know what I mean? And why are they making other countries take I wonder what country you could end up in, you know what I mean? You could end up in another country, you know what I mean? One that doesn't really want you as a Palestinian there, AD, but because of Trump, Mr. Bully Boy, he don't want immigrants coming into his country unwelcome, but he's gonna pull funding if other countries won't let immigrants into their country. Hey, AD, you can report all this stuff back, eh? Oh, fuck around town, eh? This war. It'll take them months. Fuck 'em, it's war. Well, that's okay, Mr. Godly Man. If that's the fucking brain waves you wanna have, then well, hey, bud. And then you get to find out at the end which master you were serving. Hey, which one do you think you're serving, bud? With fuck 'em, it's war. Kinda bothers me. It's like Jordan Peterson. I do love Jordan Peterson. But when he sent that tweet, "Fuck him up, Netanyahu," I lost a lot of respect for him. I was just like, "Wow." Boy. Then there's the whole Roger Waters stuff too, eh? You ever hear him talk about that whole he's been talking about that forever, eh? That stuff forever. Wonder if he's bringing the goods or if those are just lies. I don't know. Hey, we never know, but fuck if it's war, AD. And hey, from Gaza, we love it. If it's gonna bring some money into AD's pocket, all about it. How many dead children? We don't care about that. It's all about the dollar, 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 dollar. Hey, is that going to be a vacation spot for you, AD? Or will that be too rich for you, huh? You take that $5,000 check, eh? And go put her on a little vacation paradise, eh? And do that vacation paradise by yourself or with the wife and kids. Because remember, if you didn't have them, if they left you today, you'd be fucking in Mexico snorting fucking coke off hookers' asses and just fucking laying the pipe to all the bitches. Remember when you said that, dude? I was like, what is he doing? Like, he's making it sound like you don't even like his family. But well, hey, that's just so everybody knows. AD said, "Yep." Hey, bud, you play this game any way you want. You know what I mean? Who picks your ending? I don't know. AD, I just, I don't want you. I don't want you to regret your decisions. You know what I mean? I just one last ploy, but I don't want you to fucking go absolutely insane in your brain, wondering what the fuck you did because you just lost everything. Because your wife and family are gonna know. It's probably best to fucking get away from you. You're a bring me down, and Jesus is the only way. And I'm sorry, it's been proven over and over again. You're pretty thick. You know what I mean? Nothing's registering, but I think this is where I feel sorry for you. Those shots and stuff, I think they've affected your brain. I wonder if there's some anti-shot, or we can get your brain back to you. You know what I mean? I don't know, dude. I love you and I want the best for EAD, but yeah, I don't know what kind of fucking stupid fucking mental fucking what's going on in your brain, but I can't even fathom it. Like, how can you not bite onto, hey, I'm a fucking idiot. And if I continue, I might go to hell. I'm the one that believes in hell. And if I'm an idiot, that's where I go. I'm like, I'm not saying, hey, AD, go to hell. I'm just saying based on your beliefs, bud. I, I'm really concerned that you're just not anywhere near God material. And I try and show you why, bud. You gotta try and be in the truth. You gotta try and be living in it. You gotta try and, you know what I mean? You gotta know who you are. Electroshock therapy didn't work, Carl. It's getting a full lobotomy. Wow. Aren't you just fucking hilarious there trolling for Jesus? Again, we're waiting for reasons for you to think these ways. Please, in the comments section, write something intelligent to make me look like an idiot. Or do you want to talk about Ashley Biden's diary and how you let that man fucking run your country? Not only with that, but with the laptop, and they deemed him not capable of being responsible for paperwork, and he ran your country. Is any of that stuff that you think that I'm lying about? Dude, Kevin Spacey in an interview told me that he didn't know Epstein or Ghislaine, but he did know they were up to no good because they saw Bill Clinton with young girls on the plane. So, buddy, just because he was El Presidente doesn't mean he shouldn't get jail time if he was an island boy. You know what I mean? But you gotta wonder. File's been out there for how long? They were saying it was coming out. She's still, well, maybe it has been since said today. But last time they said that, we found out about Stephen Hawking. Hey? That's America for you. Hey, we brought you a problem. This guy who could touch anybody, well, he was one of the main contributors. What a sick, twisted bitch this man was. Then you got to ask yourself, Pepper was fascinated with physicists. You know what I mean? He used to have some science conventions and stuff there at the island, I heard. And didn't he have like a school? I mean, I know he was a teacher that Bill Barr's Bill Barr's dad hired Epstein to work at some school. Bill Barr, who I think Bill was involved in that sweetheart deal too. Bill, he worked for Trump. He endorsed Trump, I think. I got a real problem with Trump saying people are good men just because they say that Kenneth Copeland thing. That's weird, eh? He said Kenneth Copeland was a good dude, and I was just like, Trump, you are not a man of God if you can't see this clown. But then we had that preacher come on in his inauguration, eh? from the from the hilltops of the Appalachian to the mountaintops of the Great Rockies. Hey, he got America inspired. And then right afterwards, he went to social media and said, "I'm my coin. You'll help the Lord, and we'll complete his work. Look at me. I'm a performer. I'm a coin, baby." Yeah, yeah, yeah. Trump. Hey, how's been your day? GH edits. Well, my day was shitty. Like, I just sit here and worry about the world pretty much. But for some reason, when I hit record, the Holy Spirit comes flowing into me, but I still don't do what I want to do. There's like I have a vision of how I want this to go before I push record, and it never really ever goes that way because I pay attention to the people. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for them to let me know where I'm crazy. AD seems to think that I have demons. So either I have demons or he's going to hell. Which one is it? Which one do you think it is? Uh, one of us is not right. And well, AD won't tell me what I have that what I do that shows demons. Yet I've shown him many, many things. He doesn't want to accept them. He calls me crazy, he calls me names. AD doesn't want to get to know himself. Oh, we got the red Kachina. Would you hurry up and do your fucking job? You suck, bud. You really suck, Red Kachina. You need to work a little harder. Change this world, motherfucker. Hurry up. Like, come on. Uh, hey, I used to see, I don't see it anymore. But the Jewish people, I think this guy lives in Israel, I think. I can't remember. But they say he might be the Mashiach. He knows the Torah inside and out like nobody's ever known it before. And well, I don't even know the Bible all that well. God takes me to it because I have PTSD. I have a hard time reading. You know what I mean? And some of the stories I have to get off of TV too. Like Jeremiah. Did you ever watch the movie Jeremiah with what's Patrick Dempsey? Can't buy me love guy. You know what I mean? Did someone buy Patrick's love though? You know what I mean? But hey, anyways, Jeremiah. Me and Jeremiah had a lot in common. He he he's cry. Ask God why. Why him? People think I'm crazy. This sucks. Please help me, God. And you know what? In all honesty, God comes when he comes. I talk to him all day long in prayer, and then we get my anyways, it's hard to explain, but anyways. Carl can't eat good, bless him heart. He's illiterate. Did I say that I was illiterate? No, you took that and ran with it. Here, let's show you that I'm not illiterate. Okay. Okay. So what we're doing here is see, look at this. Look at the evil in my Bible. I show that all the time. But all right. This is John 15:25. Actually, we'll start 23. Jesus answered and said to him, if anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him. What would Jesus's word be? Well, what do you think? What did he say? What did he say was the way? The word. All he says is word. Now, Jesus didn't write the Bible, right? So he's not talking about the Bible. I don't think so. My word. And his word was truth, I think. And well, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our home with him. He who does not love me does not keep my words, and the word which you hear is not mine, but the Father who sent me. So he's working for God, right? I think that's what that says. Let me know where I'm wrong. See, and I can't read a lot though. You know what I mean? It's only for a couple little paragraphs, and then I'm pretty much done. But hey, these things I have spoken to you while being present with you. But the Helper, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name. Wow, holy smokes. I think you have to have the Holy Spirit to be with the Christ. Whom the Father will send in my name. He will teach you all things and bring you to your remembrance of all things that I said to you. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do, I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. You have heard me say to you, I am going away and coming back to you. If you love me, you would be rejoiced because I said, I am going to the Father, for the Father is greater than I. And it gets better after that, but I'm pretty much done reading the Bible. Don't want you thinking I'm illiterate there, Red Kachina, or whoever called me illiterate. Go teach on the corner. Well, I can't. You know what I mean? You know what I really want to do? What I'd really like to do is I'd like to take this fancy dancy new camera that I got. I like to dress up in my finest suit. I like to make a little sign, and I like to get a little blowhorny thing. You know what I mean? And I love the parade in front of fucking Henry Hildebrandt's church. And just remind them that he's not Jesus in the flesh. Jesus in the flesh was already here. And if Jesus still has that flesh, he's probably coming from the sky. You know what I mean? And Jesus would not tell you what kind of cars to buy. Jesus would not tell you to give him all his money. In fact, Jesus would tell you if you were following a fucking retard like this, you're gonna go to ADville. You don't want that. Don't be fucking stupid. But I can't. I can't risk shit like that, right, Shoddy? Hey, I can't risk shit like that because what happens if they call the police or whatever? I'm allowed to protest, right? I should be, but when they look and I'm a five-time loser for violence and suicide, mentally fucking ill, they'll probably just take me away and put me in the hospital. You know what I mean? So I got to watch my P's and Q's. You know what I mean? But, anyways, we have a Rhodes Scholar here. I never said I was a Rhodes Scholar. You dipshit. I'm a simple man. I simplify things to fix problems. You know what I mean? Because I'm willing to face the problems there, Katrina. The problems you are here to fix, you moron. Get your ass a moving. Go rile those natives up. Get them on your side. Tell them to inspire the white man that fuck every child matters and that spread it on to all the other colors. And let's get this fucking party started, brother. But no, you're sitting around doing nothing, trying to tell me I'm not doing nothing, doing something. Bro, I've been using you. You're a tool to show the world. You know what I mean, brother? You don't get it. Here's the deal. I am the Red Katina. I am the Mashiach. That is what I believe. Heck, I might be able to be proven wrong. But you guys ever think about stuff? You guys ever look at like some weird stuff? And I don't say it whether it's weird or real or not. I don't know. It's just possibilities, you know what I mean? But they say that they have like this thing and they can see the future into it. But only to a certain point, something always happens and they don't know how to stop it. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's real. What is it? What is that thing called? Trolling for Jesus? What's that thing called? The thing where they look in the future and do you know what I'm talking about? Here's the deal. I think it's so small and it gets so big so fast. That's why they can't see what happens. Small. And I go big. And trolling for Jesus. Would you like to be famous? For real? Because I wouldn't. Really, really. The thoughts of getting a whole bunch of attention just doesn't doesn't serve my tummy well, you know what I mean? Especially when people think they can get something from you. That's a real bitch of a time, eh? Uh-uh. I ain't having that shit. No way, no way. AD, they're gonna want to kill me, bud. They're gonna want to get me. But they better ask themselves, is there a God and am I working for him? And if they hurt me, are they only hurting themselves? Because like I said, fucking do it. AD, that's the thing. When you're with God, you're willing to die, bud. You know what I mean? You almost want it. You're like, yeah, put me up on a cross. It's only 3 more days of this. Fuck, I'll take her. Just 3 more days. Because I'll tell you, fucking, I don't know how many years of mental warfare this has been, but hey, I'd almost rather take a fucking physical beat and then you. Anyways, what do you think, AD? 25%? Is that what you want to be famous? 25%? What do you want to be famous for, AD? Hey, I just watched an old Johnny Gobble video where he admits that, well, he's only real 50% of the time. He tells you how the struggle with Upchurch really started. It's not his video and he can't take it down. Can you believe the whole Upchurch saga started because Johnny Dagburn couldn't afford some merch and someone promised him some free merch. So he lost his fucking mind over free shit. He deserved it. He went on the live. Oh man. Johnny just wants to be loved. That's all he wants. Just show him some love, AD. He's gonna need some love. He's not operating correctly. He's a whole lot of different people, that boy, eh? You gotta admit, eh? But when he's got the truth, he's a heavy. Whatever happened to the video that was gonna end Upchurch's career, eh? Whatever happened to that? I'm still anticipating and waiting. And well, wasn't Upchurch gonna drop some more videos too? Hey guys. Anyways, AD, think about how, okay? Last time, I'd try and find yourself. I'm more than willing to try and help you. You know what I mean? You stuck around this whole time, AD. You know what I mean? You didn't block. You've been stupid. Yeah, everybody's stupid. Even I'm stupid, AD. But hey, that's the great part about life. Finding out where you're stupid and correcting it, eh? We don't like to suffer as humans, though, anymore. You know what I mean? We don't like to look for the answers. But, anyways, Dagburn went on PBR's live and said all pedophiles should be forgiven if they're serve their prison time. Just ask anyone. He really said that. Well, that's a hard one, eh? That's a hard one for me, Trolling for Jesus. I was about to leave, but that's a good statement you said there. What should be the penalty for hurting a child, though? You know what I mean? Like, I believe it should be severe, like very, very, very fucking severe. So other people don't get those thoughts in their head because they start thinking, hey, it's not a good thing. It fucking, you know what I mean? So you got to really punish them. But I'm always a firm believer that, hey, if people do the time of their crime, they should be able to start all over again. But they should always acknowledge why they did the crime, you know what I mean? Try and figure out why they did it and better themselves and make it so they can't do that thing again, you know what I mean? What got them to do it? Because I think, like, here in Canada, one of the stupidest things I get it. I get it. I want them to pay for it. Like, I think if you hurt multiple children, you're just life. You're done. You're in jail for life. Like, I truly believe that these guys that I think are running the world, I think they should spend the rest of their lives in jail, never to be let out ever again. And maybe they can find God that way because at least they're paying for their mistake. You know what I mean? But you're right, Trolling for Jesus. That's a hard one for me. But I say if somebody does the time, but I also do believe that fuck, I don't know, man. That's how do you trust somebody that's hurt children to even fuck or no, you can't. You gotta have a like you gotta, you gotta have it so they're never around children again. I don't know, man. I don't. But then again, like I said, I think they should be severely fucking punished. You know what I mean? That way it just doesn't happen anymore. But hey, we're an understanding community now, right? Right, trolling for Jesus. Can you believe they actually stick up for these people now? They call them maps. They say it's not their fault. It's their fault. I don't know. Something triggers somebody to want something like that. What do you think? Maybe we could work on figuring out what the triggers are to get people to want to do shit like that, and we can stop it. Or we could be more understanding and have conversations with people. What would you rather have? Somebody who goes out and hurts a child, or somebody who has enough balls to come out and ask somebody for help because they're having some fucking weird thoughts and they'd like to figure it out. I'd like to think that we could have a society where we're not judged on our thoughts. You know what I mean? Just because we have bad thoughts, we can address them and get help. But once you do that action, you put that thought forward, you know what I mean? Now you got to pay for it. You know what I mean? Maybe it wouldn't happen so much if people had somewhere to go to and talk to people. There's really nowhere. You know what I mean? It's a facade that says it's there, but hey, I searched everywhere for someone just to talk to. She's a hard ass these days, you know what I mean? Everybody wants to hate you, especially if they bring bad news. You're not who you think you are. Doo da, doo da. Maybe it's best to be with Jesus all the days long. I don't know. But then again, I've waited here and I've taken my focus off of what I wanted to talk about, so I'm gonna go, but and I do appreciate everybody coming around, and I do like to have talks, and that was a great question by Trolling for Jesus, and I'm gonna think on that because that is good. That's a good question. You gotta should real you know what I mean? But you don't make the rules, you know what I mean? When we have a revolution, we'll have to figure out together, you know what I mean? I don't think a single person should be making the rules. I think, well, we've had technology, right? We could all have votes on things, you know what I mean? But we all the devil's tools, trolling for Jesus, we could use them, you know what I mean? I'm using them right now. You don't know it, but YouTube will be a weapon for me. Okay, anyways, I gotta go, and you have a good day. Everybody have a good day. How many do we got in here? 4. But have a good day, everybody, and maybe we'll talk later. Who knows what can happen in a night?